Megan's not home yet, so I'm setting me up. Ooh, ruh-roh. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, I see what I did. Okay, great.
Wrapped it around.
Okay, Darlene, this is gonna be fun. I can just tell right now. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna jump on Facebook and just make sure I am up. It's okay. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay, sir. It's okay. Okay, let's see here if I'm up and on in the beautiful sunshine. I am, yay! All right, I can see my YouTube comment or my Facebook comments. Let me go to YouTube. How's everybody doing? TGIF, we made it. Another week down. I have been in lovely Arizona this week and getting my fair share of carne asada and sunshine. Let's see here. Live. Going to live. And there I am. Okay. Hang on here. No. I think I hear my producer coming in right now. Okay. Hi, Elizabeth. Thanks for joining us from Indiana. And Deb, hi. Okay. So this show is all about, well, it's all about us finding our happy place. So if this is the first time you're joining me and you're expecting all kinds of rich content, this may not be the show for you. We literally grab a half a glass of wine, a quilting project, our favorite featherweight, and we chat. That's all we do. So I'm going to say hi to a few friends, and then we'll see where the night takes us. Let me see here. So, oh, good, Missy's on. She says, hola. That is the chosen language where I am at right now. I am in Arizona. Yes, Deb. Hi, Andy Quilter. Thanks for joining us. Karen Middleton is here. Hello. You were just in class with me, girl. Nice job getting home. T. Habercorn. Hello. It's Tracy, new from Illinois. Thanks for joining us tonight. Karen's on from Sweden. Hello. All right, that's my YouTube friends. Oh my gosh, so many people on Facebook. You guys, I'm so tired. I've been teaching all day today. I promise I am not going to cry. Well, actually, I'm not going to promise I'm not going to cry. Okay. Let me say I have some friends. So we have Joe and Mel. Hi, sweet people. Thanks for joining me. And Linda Wood is on. And Lawrence from Ohio. Thank you. Kathy's on from Illinois. Tawny Warner Brotherton. Hello. Thank you for joining us tonight. Franny's on. Hi, Franny. And that means Mary's not far behind. How are you girls doing tonight? Susan Woods is on. Oh, you're from Swim, Tawny. That's nice. Am I saying that wrong? I might be saying that wrong. And Miss Quilt As You Go herself, Bonnie Pelton, is on. She's kind of famous around my house, you know. Nancy is on from Lake Stevens. Filtered sun today, she says. It is currently in Arizona. I am sitting at 91. But for those of you who are not accustomed, 91 in the shade is like perfection. So it's a skosh warm, but not too much. Dry heat. Good. Joe and Mel are good. Had a tall ice cold beer today and seafood. Bring it on, girl. That's what I'm having tonight. I'm having shrimp. Dad is cooking. You guys, I have to go back to cooking and cleaning tomorrow. That's no good. Sandy's on from Massachusetts. She said, boy, it's cold. Sandy just got, she's a winter visitor to Florida, and she just got home. So her blood is acclimating to the cold Massachusetts weather. Linda's on from Tennessee. Hi, sweetheart. And there's Mary. There's Mary from Kansas. Michelle from Oklahoma. Hi, guys. If I'm at a cantina, I need a margarita. Yes, my margarita maker was wrapping up my class for me, so we had to settle for a really good Cooper Vineyard Chardonnay. This is a Prosser Washington vineyard, and my mom and dad are their premier wine club members, so they spoil me with the Cooper's wine when I come down. It's amazing. Madeline said, I'm missing my wine. Girl, go find it. You got an hour. We got plenty of time. Judy P, 32, girl. Yikes. Debbie Sinclair is on from Kentucky. Bridget's on from Rimrock. I am enjoying our weather. I do not. Siri is trying to talk to me. She's crazy. And Lisa made it. Yay, Lisa. Lisa was just in my class, and she had to book it out of there. She was worried she was going to miss us. Pam is on from Magnolia, Texas. Hi, thanks for joining us. Jen's back. And Tina Davis Jagger. Hi, that's the first time I think I've seen your name come up. Thanks for joining us. You're from Iowa, first time. Oh, Mel Mitchell was the culprit. Nice, Mel. Your payment's in the mail for getting more viewers. Good job, Mel. Jackie Legends on. Hello. Jerry Lou from Florida. I did. I threw my hair up. She goes, quick hair change. It's too hot out here. It's 91. I'm on the patio. Sharon's on from Kentucky, and Joanne's on from Mississippi, and Kathleen in Southern California says that it's 80 degrees. That's awesome. That's a little cooler than us. Oh, Karen made it on because she only was 1.5 miles from Oasis. That makes sense. Lisa had to go all the way home to Tempe, so that was quite a drive. She was probably booking it down the 60, low-flying airplane. And Deb Z says 80 degrees right down the road. Nice. And NG Quilter says, love stitching outside. Me too, sister. If I'm being completely transparent right now, I am probably going to be doing way more sipping than actually sewing. You guys, I'm tired. It's been a long week here in beautiful Arizona. Taught my 4th class today. I'm over my skis. I'm going to just relax and chat with my friends if that's okay with you. I'm going to have to leave this beautiful ruby red machine behind. This is Mom's Beauty. Have to go home to my own red and white polka dot machine. All right, so Linda's on from Indiana. Hello. Linda Russell, what part of Indiana are you from? She said her family's down in Tucson. Oh, you're full-time RVers. Nice. Very fun. So do you have a featherweight? I'm sure you have a featherweight if you're a full-time RVer. You have to have one. Judy P said, replace the handle on my featherweight case that was on it. Metal through the strap. Good girl, Judy P, taking care of the case and the machine. Lisa wanted to make sure everyone knew that she wasn't speeding, that there just wasn't a lot of traffic. That's funny. If you're flying to AZ, aren't you nervous to pack your featherweight? Jackie, I don't usually get nervous. I try to carry them on, my featherweights on when I travel with them for speaking and teaching. I do something very specific to make sure that I take the spool pin cover off when I'm traveling with them. And I usually take the bobbin winder off too. These 2 areas are sources of potential damage. So when I'm traveling, I pack them like they are going to be taken away from me and put it. Okay, there you go. There's the first silly word. Put in the airplane cargo hole, but I hope that they don't. But I pack them like they might, and the bubble wrap the snot out of them too. So, Mary, I am in Apache Junction, which is East Valley of Phoenix. That's where I'm staying with Mom and Dad. So, no Denise on tonight, huh? Evil twin sister had something better to do, apparently. She probably didn't want to see the sunshine. I'm sure that's it, actually. So, oh, Tina says that Mel, who's a longtime fan and visitor or viewer, said that she sold her first featherweight on vacation when our paths crossed. It was meant to be. That's awesome. She did have a couple she was looking for new homes for, because she had gotten to the place where if you have too many of them, you can't take care of them all. So Linda Russell, oh, you're from South Bend, Indiana. Okay, I have 2 featherweights. My daughter's family we are RVers, took my vintage Kenmore. Nice, very nice. My husband is from Southern Indiana. He was born in Columbus, and they lived in North Vernon. So I've been to Indiana before. Elizabeth, you'll think this is funny. Elizabeth is also a big Indiana person who watches on YouTube. So my general experience with Indiana was, you guys don't know how to make coffee, says the Seattle girl. I had gone out to visit with my husband's family. This is years ago when we were younger. The kids were still small. And I am kind of a coffee snob. Hi, Sandy Martin. Thanks for joining us. And I literally pulled in. My husband is from a very small town called North Vernon. There's a bigger town just south of it called Vernon. But he didn't live in Vernon. He lived in North Vernon. There wasn't even a Starbucks, you guys. Not even a Starbucks. There was what my cousin called a coffee shop? And I'm like, is that like a Starbucks? She goes, well, they don't have espresso. And I'm like, how do you not have espresso? So apparently I was kind of a brat about it, which I felt bad about in hindsight. She went and bought me a coffee pot because they don't drink coffee. And I was like, what do you mean you don't even have a coffee pot? She was very sweet. But then she bought Folgers. And then because I was trying really hard not to be a coffee brat, I drank it. Girl, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Hi, Patsy from California. She said 72. That sounds a little more pleasant than 91. Although at 72, I might have to have a jacket on. Mel says, Evil Twin is awesome, but you are super duper. Thanks, Mel. I just love these featherweights. Have you named yours? Mel, are you talking to me or are you talking to Tina?
Just talking to Tina.
Okay. So, gotcha, husband from Muncie, Indiana. Nice. They do not make good coffee. Do not is capitalized. No. No one knows how to have a good cup of coffee in Indiana, I can assure you. Bernadette, hello, Bernadette. Oh, I wish you could be outside with me too, sweetheart. Oh, Diana Lynn, that's your featherweight's name. I love that. Nice, Tina. I like that name. Mal wants everybody to know she's not a Starbucks fan, but I love you anyway. She said Folgers and then a 4-letter word, but I think she was trying to say Folgers is garbage. I get it. Lauren said Folgers not so good. Well, I'm glad to see we're all in agreement with something. Oh, here Elizabeth is taking up for Indiana. She said, we got a Starbucks last year. So, hi, Margaret from Surprise, Arizona. She's not a surprise. She lives in Surprise, Arizona. Home to Idaho next week. I will be in Idaho tomorrow. That's awesome. I'm not quite flying home yet. I'm kind of a jet setter these days, guys. I have to go to a party in Idaho before I go home tomorrow. Bryce, I'm with you, sister. I like my coffee freshly ground. Absolutely. Elizabeth said she's uptown now. Sunny wants to know, what's your go-to coffee? Oh, sugar. So I have a pretty fancy espresso machine at home. It's push button and automated, so it grinds by every shot that I pull. And I like to use the craft, you know how you've heard of craft breweries? I like to use the craft roasters so that my coffee, I like to have my coffee grounds roasted within 2 weeks of being used. So I like Evans Brothers Coffee in Indiana. There is a coffee roastery in the Seattle area called 5 Stones, sorry. Stones or scones? Stones. Scones and stones. You guys see the confusion, right? They have one called Counterculture that I really like. Delicious coffee. Oh, hi, Anna Lewis. And Kendra's on. Hi, sweetheart. Jerry Lou says, my featherweight is named Shelly May. That's so cool. Linda Russell, our resident RVer, full-time RVer, says, I am quite a coffee snob. You're in good company, Linda. My daughter just sent me some El Paso coffee roaster. So smooth. We do have Bigsby's and Starbucks. Notre Dame University students are on it. Nice. Melly says I am a coffee snob. I can respect that. Hi, Pauline from Texas. Thanks for joining us. And I thought I was a coffee snob, Bryce says. I'm a snob about a couple things. Mm-hmm. Mom says, mm-hmm. Featherweights, definitely a snob about featherweights. We are very exclusive here at Featherweight Doctor to the 221 and 222 varieties. And coffee, I am pretty much a snob about those two things. And that's pretty much it. Oh, Reagan, are you tired?
No.
Reagan looks tired, you guys. Did you have enough water today? No. Okay. So if you are not from the desert or you have never lived here, what you may not know is that you can dehydrate very easy. And the water is crap here. So if you come to the valley and drink the water, it's going to taste like you're drinking a chlorinated pool from the faucet. Speaking of dehydrating. And you can dehydrate and then you feel very badly around 2 a.m. It happened to my friend Kathy not too long ago. She was on one of those river cruise things here on one of the valley lakes up north and was sipping wine and not enough water, and it was not good. So you need to definitely hydrate if you come to the valley. During the summer here, because the water was so bad, and it actually has arsenic. Everybody's water has arsenic, but here it's actually not a good level of arsenic. Bryce, we're in good company, sister. So we had one of those 5-gallon water cooler things installed in the house. During the summer when it was like $1.15, we were going through one 5-gallon jug a day for our family of 4. So you really can't drink too much water because it'll catch up on you and then you're on your face. So that's kind of bad. Did everybody have a good week this week? I've been teaching, but what have you guys been doing? Quilting, I hope. I know some of you who are snowbirds or winter visitors probably are in the process of transitioning to your summer homes. Mel Mitchell says, I have the privilege of servicing a machine used by a well-known Mardi Gras costumier, recently deceased. Excited to clean out his lint. Okay, girl. That's actually pretty funny. So just so everybody knows, in the Seattle area, everybody thinks Starbucks is garbage. They roast their... Mom says burn. They over roast their beans. So the thing about Starbucks is it's kind of like McDonald's. So McDonald's has the number 1 best-selling hamburger in the country. Not because it's the best hamburger in the entire world, but because they're franchised and it's the same hamburger from franchise to franchise to franchise. So Starbucks is kind of like the same idea. Starbucks probably has the number 1 selling cup of coffee in the country, but not because it's the best, because it's consistent Starbucks to Starbucks to Starbucks. Elizabeth just said, your mother-in-law thinks you're a water snob too. Hello, Sue. Bonjour to you. Thank you for joining us. Linda from Tennessee says, yes, I purchased my 3rd featherweight 2 miles from my house. Yay! I tell people featherweights are like potato chips, cats, and grandchildren. You just tend to start collecting them. It's very fun. Bryce says, my poor featherweight has been neglected this week. Oh, she misses you. You need to spend time with her. She said work. Starbucks has the green. I love the green tea frappuccino. Yes, Linda would. Absolutely, sister. Madeline says, I drink a lot of coffee, but not Starbucks. I accidentally like McDonald's coffee, not their hamburgers. Madeline, thank you. Sorry, guys. Therese, hello. Oh, she doesn't like Starbucks either. Joanne says, I've been searching for all the goodies for our featherweights thanks to your Wednesdays. Are you guys having fun with our Attachment Wednesdays? You guys, isn't Alicia just a hoot? I love her. Oh, Pete's coffee is really good, Lawrence. Yes. I've had Pete's coffee. Oh, Mom, you have a hole in your wine glass. It's gone. All right, you folks. Mel says, don't start talking about potato chips again. Sorry. They're out of my favorite. Oh, yes. Oh, they're out of your favorite crap chips right now. Is that what you're trying to say, Mel? We do. And Bryce, we have a Tim Hortons in Idaho, not in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, good, Sandy. I'm glad you like the Wednesdays. No problem. So for ever since I started getting on camera regularly, I've been getting asked about doing, like attachment videos. But being a quilter, I just don't use them. Like the only one I've even attempted to use is a zigzagger. I know there's a lot of sewists and clothing construction people on here, so you guys are more familiar with the buttonholers. So when I saw Alicia was doing her attachment Wednesdays on her Featherweight 38 account, I was like, girl, you got to come over. Got to come over and do this with me. I promised I would go over to her platform and pay her back. So what do you guys think I should teach on Alicia's platform? I owe her big. Anything quilting related I could show. Oh, nice, Elizabeth. She visited a new quilt shop today. That's a good day by anyone's standards. So we're next week on Attachment Wednesdays, we've done the zigzagger, and we did the, can you tell the wind is blowing, friends? And we did the buttonholer this week. Next week, we're going to do the multi-slotted bias binder, which is what people have started pulling out and using quite a bit for the mask making, because you can make the ties on the masks really easily on the Featherweight. And then so that's next week. And then I thought it would be fun to pull out that really rare embroidery attachment and give that a go on the last one. So we're doing 4 Attachment Wednesdays, and then we will be ready to go with our next Quilt As You Go project, which I am calling the Summer Sampler of 2021. I know, really exciting name, right? But it's going to be a medallion style quilt as you go. So we'll have a big square in the center, and then we're going to build our squares around it, and we're going to build out from the middle. Can't wait. I've been designing it. I'm totally excited about it. Linda said I watched Featherweight 38. She did rusted bobbins. Yeah, I saw that. She talked about rusty bobbins today and what to do with them. Good for her. That sounds awesome. Madeline says, does your shop have individual cams for the zigzag attachment? I actually might have those, not the eyelet one, not that really hard to find one, but I might have extra cams for the zigzagger, because I've gotten some, not for the zigzagger. Yeah, no, for the zigzagger. Madeline, if you email the shop at info@featherweightdoctor.com, I can see if I have any extra sets around, if you're looking. Sunny wants to know what Ray's favorite color is. Let me see if I can, hold on, let me guess first.
Green. Teal.
It's not green, mine's green. Teal. Actually, she really likes peach or that apricot color. I would say her favorite color changes by season. Is that what would you say?
I don't have a favorite color.
Oh, she said she doesn't have a favorite color, but like right now she's really into that peachy apricot color. There you go. That's why her nails are apricot right now. Elizabeth Sowers. Did you buy another Featherweight? I thought we talked about this. Your shopping privileges have been revoked, girl. Did you buy another one? She said, you need to take my credit card away again. What did you buy? What did you buy? Oh, everybody, that's hilarious, because your Featherweight is yellow. So everybody's saying it's yellow. She does love her yellow machine, but that isn't her favorite color. What did Judy P said? Oh, she cleaned one with an emery paper. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. I hadn't thought about that. If I have rusty bobbins, I have been known to put them in naphtha, which is the cleaner that's safe to use on the finish of the machine, and let them soak, and then use a cleaning, like an old toothbrush, to scrub the rust off of them. That's how I've cleaned them up. And you really want to try, just so everybody knows, to use your original bobbins versus the newer bobbins. Ours are good, but the original ones are the best, because then some of the shops that sell the newer bobbins, they're not quite, they don't check them with a caliper, so the depth of them isn't right, and then you have a lot of problems with your bobbin and your thread. So there's that. So it's always good to use the original ones if you can. All right. What else has everybody been up to this week? Any good quilting? Bryce, that works too. Bryce said, what about the ultrasonic cleaner? I put a lot of the chrome, like the face plates, in the ultrasonic cleaner. You could absolutely throw bobbins in there. Hi, Ann Warren. How's it going? The Monday video is just for you, girl. And you're in UK, right? So, girl, it is way past your bedtime. Way past your bedtime. It's after midnight. Fran said, the bobbin area where my thread cutter was on the needle, the area where my thread, has rust on the needle bar. You might be able to use some real fine sandpaper to get that off, Franny. Missy, that's a great question. Missy Fisher asked me if I ever use a separate bobbin winder. I have used one. I use that side winder, that little battery operated one that's made by Simplicity. If I'm in my home shop with my bobbin winder, I will use the bobbin winder before I use the featherweight. It's just faster, and it stops automatically as opposed to the bobbin winder on the featherweight over. If I get talking to someone, not that I'd ever do that, then it will overrun and gunk up with thread. So I have been known to use the bobbin winder, the side winder instead. Oh, steel wool, Debbie Sinclair says on the rust on your needle bar. Franny. Okay, let's see. Tawny says she's calculating mileage for taxes. That sounds so boring. That's right. The original bobbins do not have the center hole in them. That's correct, Mel. Good job. Bryce says that her fingers were sore after polishing all the rusty parts. It happens. Jen says about ready to load a necktie quilt on the machine for quilting. You've been working on that for a little bit. I will be happy when it's done. I bet you will be. Mary, hi Mary from Kansas. She says, got new rulers, can't wait to start a starburst quilt. Is that paper piecing? Paper piecing is a no-go for me. I don't like tedious things. I know you wouldn't know that from looking at my tulip quilt, but paper piecing is really not my favorite things. Mom and I, a couple years ago, joined this like Pacific Northwest quilt along block of the week thing. The original quilt, the quilt sample was really romantic, which is why we signed on. And then we got knee deep in it and realized that it was almost all paper piecing. Mine is still not done yet.
Neither's mine.
I can't with the paper piecing. It's just too much. Andy Quilter said, Overfill to bobbin yesterday. Happens to everybody. You're in good company. You're in good company. Oh, Ann Warren says she's on duty. That's why you're still awake at midnight? Are you supposed to be like securing something or protecting someone? Don't neglect your job. Sandy Martin says, I want to do a tie quilt. I have all my dad's ties. They are very cool. But I know that that someone's been working on one and it's very time consuming. Oh, not going to do all the paper piecing. Okay, Mary. Okay. Mel says, drink up. Your wine is warm. It's getting warm. I know. So there's something that is very, just makes my heart kind of happy after spending a week with a bunch of new friends that I can come on here at the end of the week and sit down and talk to all of you guys. I really want to thank all of you for, especially all you ladies, you know who you are, who join me each week after week, through quarantine, even now that we're starting to get let up a little bit. I want to toast to you guys. Thank you very much for being such loyal viewers and hanging out with me and always being so encouraging. I appreciate it. You're all very special to me and you make my heart happy. Okay, I'm supposed to be sewing, right? Not just sipping.
I thought you were going to lose it.
They thought I was going to start to cry. I did actually well up a little bit, but Reagan, you made sure to save all of those papers where I have to do something with them. Okay. Jerry Lou says, I've been making a memory t-shirt quilt for a friend. I like doing those a lot, actually. I used to make them for other people, but now I just don't have time to do commissionable pieces like that anymore. Thank you, Bernadette. What's this? Oh, very cool. Some of my comments have started to roll in from my class earlier today. That's awesome. Oh, Linda, you're so sweet. Thank you for making time for me. Oh, no, don't stop it with it. You guys are going to make me cry. Thank you, guys. I think I've told you guys this before. So my husband, this was all my husband's idea, me on camera. So thank you, Andy, if you're watching. I was chicken to get on here because you know how you play comments in the back of your head? The comment that used to play in the back of my head was that if I jumped on camera, that I was going to be out here by myself, talking to myself like a crazy lady. And you guys have all proved to me that that is not going to be the case. It's not the case. I'm not going to get on here and talk to myself and just be all by myself. My friends will always join me. Makes me happy. No crying. Okay, Sandy. Sunny says, what happens if you ever overfill your bobbins? That's such a good question. So Joe loves me too. Nice, Mel. So Sunny, what I do, if I've overfilled my bobbin on the machine, not paying attention, I usually have to unwind it enough to be able to slide easily inside of the bobbin casing. If you overfill it and then try and cram it in the bobbin casing, your tensions are going to be all off and it's going to be a mess. So you have to unwind it to the point where you can easily put the bobbin in and out of the bobbin casing without anything impeding that movement. Jennifer or Elizabeth said, just finished the binding today for granddaughter's t-shirt quilt for graduation. Fun. The t-shirt quilts are like the best gifts to give the kids for graduation, I think. ND Quilter says you have to unwind some of it. Yeah, otherwise, exactly. Sandy says, yes, we can all be crazy together. Amen, sister. No, Bernadette, my twin sister has the best laugh. Her and her snorting. What the heck? I'm so glad that gene skipped me. So glad. Oh, she called me young. You're so sweet. Bridget and Rimrock said it's so nice to see a young quilter. I can tell you when I get up in the morning and start walking around, I do not feel that young. Bryce said, I talk to myself all the time. What's wrong with that? I always enjoy our chats even when I can't watch it in real time. That's awesome. All right. What else could we chat about? So I don't think I told you guys this week. Did I talk about medieval times?
I don't think so.
Okay. Remember, because I told you my in-laws are the absolute best hostesses, hosts, what is it?
I don't know.
Hosts. Okay, I'm really tired. In the whole world. I come here. I don't have to cook. I don't have to clean. They feed me amazing wine and food. It's why I come here several times a year. I mean, I'd come anyway, even if they weren't so wonderful, but they happen to be wonderful, so I'm blessed like that. But guess what they did this time, you guys? I had... Bernadette said, you might have a point. The snorting is funny. Joe Mitchell, you have not finished your winter solstice project yet? You better finish by the time I see you this summer, sir. You better finish. So my in-laws decided to treat me to any 10-year-old boy's greatest fantasy. They took me to medieval times this week while I was here. No one laugh at me, but I have had a lifelong bucket list dream to go see jousting live. In medieval times in Scottsdale, Arizona, did not disappoint. You guys, there were people in costume, that did not work there. Oh my gosh, I almost snorted. So Mom and Dad and I, Reagan was too busy to go with us, went to Medieval Times. They had, okay, so we were into the wine, so that made it a little bit funner. But funner, that's not, it made it a little more fun. I apologize, that was improper grammar. But there were people, and I'm not talking, there were like a specific age group of people. There were young people and older people in a full medieval dress to watch the jousting event. I'm not kidding. I was like, I did eat chicken with my hands, Sandy Martin. So if you know me, I'm weird about touching icky things. I don't like touching icky things. So like even when I service the machines, I put gloves on. That's also to protect my hands because I did try to remove this finger one time. But I did not wear a costume. Mel says, did you wear a costume? I did not wear a costume. Next time. Mom says next time we can wear costumes. But we had so much fun. People watching before we went in. And then the food was kind of delicious. Like I thought the chicken was exceptional except for the fact that I had to touch it. And I did mean to put a fork and knife in my purse because I had heard that they were going to make us eat with our hands, and I had forgotten. So I did have to eat chicken with my hands. Therese says we can talk to ourselves. We can even answer to ourselves. Who? I've done that too. It was like, I'm going to post the picture from outside of the castle because they surprised me. I actually didn't know we were going, and Reagan was in cahoots with Grandma and Grandpa to surprise me because Reagan knew that this was a lifelong dream of mine. We were living here. There wasn't a castle to go to, and then they literally opened the dogs 2 months after we left. And so I meant to go. They were still building because COVID slowed everything down. And when I was here in December, I kind of mentioned it to Mom, but they book out like a month in advance, so we couldn't get tickets. So Reagan and Grandma were in cahoots together to surprise me. So I'll post the picture on my story of my face when I realized we were going to Medieval Times. The food was rather good. I know, Sandy. She's like, I was surprised. Linda Russell went to the one in Illinois. It was fun. But I will say, like, I don't have a hearing problem yet. I can't see all that well, but my hearing is still really good. And the speakers were really loud and kind of muffled. So Mom and I were like, our hearing is fine. We're like, what did she say? There was like a whole story to the show. And they like got down on the ground and like wrestled, like WWF wrestling style. And some of them were better actors than others. That's all I'm going to say. It was pretty awesome. Hi, Peg Morrison. Look, no Band-Aids on my hands today. Although I did cut myself with a rotary cutter in one of my classes this week. That's super professional, right? When the teacher stabs herself in the thumb with a rotary cutter. Super professional. Peg Moore says, tell Mom thank you for hosting us this week too. Hey Mom, thanks for hosting us this week. Yes, my mother-in-law is pretty awesome. She's easy to enjoy. Oh, Sandy Reese says, I went to a castle in Scotland. So this was, you even got to drink mead. Is mead that?
I like it.
What is it, that wheat wine?
Honey wine.
Honey wine. Nice. Now, I would have loved to go to a full, legit castle. And someday, when I feel comfortable to travel overseas again, I will do some castle tours in England. Wouldn't it be fun to go to the original Singer factory in England? Oh my gosh. That would be so much fun. Someday. Sandy said, it's an educational moment. How not to freak out when you cut yourself. Yes, it is. So I don't have my purse handy, but I, as Peg Morrison holds me accountable for, have been known to cut myself on a daily basis. So I now carry a little, what's it called? A first aid kit with me. And Dad needed it today during our featherweight maintenance class.
I heard that.
Oh, Sandy said it was awesome. Come show everybody your Band-Aids, Dad.
Whoa! Whoa!
You guys, wait till you see how pretty they are because
Oh,
they're so pretty. Show them.
Where are you going?
Show everybody right there. Look at Dad. Look at his pink Band-Aids, you guys. I'm sure he wasn't expecting the pink Band-Aids.
It may be the last time she's broadcasting to all of you.
He loves me.
What are you doing?
He loves me. He loves me. Oh, Audrey, you said we have a wonderful one. Are you talking about a medieval times or a singer factory in Pennsylvania? I don't think there was a singer factory in Pennsylvania. Kathy, hi, Kathy. Lynn Timms Hager. Thanks for joining us. You need to come to East Texas for the Renaissance Festival in October. Well, I think the reason why a lot of people were in costume here was because there's a big Renaissance Festival. Isn't it in the summer, Mom?
Usually in April, but they had to cancel it.
Oh, in April here in the valley. It's out here by where Mom and Dad live out here in East Valley, and the traffic backs all the way up to their exit, like for miles to try and get to it. You guys, you crack me up. Sandy said, trip and tour with the featherweight doctor, the singer factory in England. Oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. Oh, Herd's Castle. Nice. There's a Renaissance. Real men do wear pink. True, Bernadette. Dad's Band-Aids are impressive. I try to buy stylish Band-Aids because, I do use quite a few of them. So, but I'd have to buy stock in that Welly company, not Johnson & Johnson. Oh, there is? Oh, Mel, you know about the Renaissance Festival in Texas too? Oh, you think you have, I think you do have that medieval castle, Pauline, in Fort Worth. I agree. I think I did see it on my crown I had to wear. Oh, Elizabeth, you lived near the factory, the Singer factory in Elizabethport? That's pretty awesome. They closed that in 1957. No, yeah, the U.S. plant. They closed in 1957. So that for people looking for machines that are in the 60s, 58, 59, 60, that era, you have to go to UK to find them because there were no machines here made in the U.S. after 57. So maybe not this summer, but maybe next summer when the travel restrictions are looser, we will be having a featherweight doctor quilt camp in the Pacific Northwest. We're doing it. Some other singer featherweight companies in the country do cruises. We're going to do a camp because that's way more Darlene. Although I love cruising. Let me just be perfectly clear about that. We're going to do it. You guys are going to come to me. Higgins Armory Museum in Massachusetts. Nice. Very nice. All right. Well, this weekend I am traveling again. I'm going to be going to a party in Idaho, and then I'll be back in my shop on Monday. My gals have been working for me while I've been away, shipping product and all that fun stuff, but it is time to go home. I think I told you guys this on Wednesday night. My husband announced that 3 or 4 days without me is fine, but much more than that, he doesn't really appreciate. Oh, he just wants me to do some laundry or something, I'm sure. Sandy Martin said, yes, quilt camp. Oh, good. Mel says, sign me up for quilt camp too. I'm not sure where it's going to be yet. I had a town and a building picked out, but there's some changes in our household coming, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But there's a big shop in Snohomish that has a beautiful retreat space, so we might be doing that. Oh, when I'm coming to Washington, Mary, it'll be next summer sometime. I'm waiting. I want everybody to be safe and vaccinated, and all that fun stuff. So we're going to wait another year before I want to take the risk and have everybody come together in a room. So I don't want us all to be wearing masks and stuff. So we're going to do it, but we're going to wait another year. I think it'll be good to go. We'll all be good to go by then. I just realized I've been talking to you guys for almost an hour and I haven't even turned the machine on yet. She's a pretty prop tonight. She's a pretty prop. All right, friends. Maybe while I have you guys on, as I'm designing the next sew along, is there anything that you really liked about the last couple ones? So I can make sure, or I can take constructive criticism. Is there anything you didn't like about the last couple ones? It's going to be a quilt as you go again, because so we can use our featherweights if we want, or we can use our regular machines. But tell me what you guys liked or didn't like about the last couple ones. I know I got a couple of people on here that did it with me. Oh, thanks, Mom. Someone said, beautiful red machine. This is Nancy's. It's not mine. Although I might try and steal it and stick it in my suitcase.
Nope.
This is one of those beautiful school bells. So it's a 1934. It might even be a twin of my Mary. Do we know if it's the first production run?
No, it is. I
Okay.
do know that.
Mel likes the birdhouse. I loved learning how to attach it all together. Okay. I taught that class this week, the Quilt As You Go class this week in Arizona. And the people really liked the class, but we had to kind of rush through the end of when you're actually doing the attaching. So I learned some stuff about teaching that class in person. I'm going to, do more of the repetitive attaching quilt block to quilt block as opposed to actually making the blocks. Melissa Allen, hello. Are you a first-time viewer? She said, you guys, Melissa Allen just bought her first featherweight this week. Yay! Welcome to the club, Melissa. Colt. It's a fine line. Oh, she'd like a log cabin block. Audrey would like a log cabin block. Check. Oh, a school bell. Oh, a star-spangled quilt. Oh, a star-spangled featherweight. Either way, awesome. Loved working with friends and changed nothing. Okay, Joanne. Sounds good. Thank you. Missy says, it was so fun to learn as we go. Loved the summer sky, the Arizona sky. That was a fun one. We're going to do a big one like that again, Missy. It's not going to be just a table runner. We're doing like a 17-week. It's going to be about 17 to 20 weeks. So it's going to take us well into through the summer. Elizabeth says, I live in the middle of cornfields. Yes, you do in Indiana. We have more time to shop for. Yes. So the fabric that I'm using is Tula. I know, big shocker. I bought a pack of 16 fat quarters and 4 yards of background fabric. So that's what I've purchased so far. So start looking for fat quarters. Oh, thanks, ND Quilter. Okay, the last ones were great. Fabulous. I want to make the back as much fun as the front. Oh, you can piece out the back, Mel. Absolutely. Oh, good. Last ones. Jen liked the last ones. Della. Hi, Della. Thanks for joining us. Hi from Louisiana. I want to get in on the next quilt along. It's going to start in April. The reason why I'm doing Attachment Mondays is to give me time to get most of the sample done in advance of actually starting it this time. So that's why Alicia has been joining us on Attachment Wednesdays. So I'm hoping to start it in April. And Mary liked the quilt as you go. Good. Okay, friends. Well, our time is winding down and they're going to kick me off. So I should probably say my goodbyes. Thank you so very much for joining me. You all are the best, the absolute best. I am going to be back on Monday for I'm not going to cry. Yet here I go. I promise I'm going to put my feet up tonight. Mom and my friend Kathy want to take me country line dancing at the honky tonk, so we might be posting some pictures later. So I am flying back this weekend. I'll be back in the shop on Monday. I'm doing the Ask the Doctor, which is where I answer questions on the featherweight. So that's what we're going to be doing on Monday at 4 o'clock Pacific. Wednesday is Attachment Mondays. We're doing the multi-slotted bias binder with Alicia from Featherweight 38. And then I'll be back again in my home studio the following Friday for the sew, or for the it is the sip and sew. I'd like to say I'm not going to talk to anybody else again for the rest of the evening, but that is not the case. So I might have to go into my bedroom and have a few moments. Kathy Lynn, Tim's Hanger says, yeah, line dancing. I love the Hitchin Post. Thanks, guys. Love you so much. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a great evening, and I will talk to you next week.